away, I want to say, for those who maybe didn't get away for the summer, or maybe just want to get out and experience more yoga and more practice and learn. Oh, thank you. Hi, Tina. Learn a little bit about the sutras, and that's all cool. Lisa Taylor will be teaching this and running it. It starts September 15th through the 19th, and we have a lot of opportunity for you to join. I just find it's going to be a lot of fun because there'll be hiking every day, yoga every day, and just learning and growing is huge. And that's why you are here today, I'm sure, for yourself and coming into your highest self. And just in that space, know that there are so many things happening in our studio. Take advantage of them. They're always available for you. You have questions, just ask me after class, okay? Welcome, Tina. Let's come into Child's Pose. And as you acknowledge yourself for taking the time for yourself this morning, and it's a practice, like come in with a full breath in, a pause, and open your mouth and just exhale everything out. Like let the week go. Breathe in, pause, empty out completely. And come into your Ujjayi breath. Full breath in, a pause, and a long breath out. And a pause. 2 more. Rock your head left to right as you fill up and as you empty out. Take one last full breath in. Stretch your fingertips away from your torso. Stretch your hips back. Breathe out to the pit of your belly. Then rise up, downward facing dog. Yeah. And then be interested, be in the listening as you root the knuckles of your hands down, as you lengthen your base. To maybe take your feet back 1 inch or 2 or a 1/2 inch. And can you take them wider? Yeah, find something new. Let this practice be intentional and playful at the same time. Take a deep breath in, reach your right leg up and back, bend your right knee, lift your right knee up, and root your right pointer finger down. Get a long right side body stretch. Inhale, send your right leg back, and on your exhale, lower your foot to the mat. Take your left leg up and back, press through your left heel. Yeah, your left pointer finger comes very interested. Root it down and bend your left knee, open up here. Allow your face to soften, let your jaw drop. And then on your inhale, send your left leg back. Place your left foot on the mat. Take a full breath in, breathe it out, walk forward, feet to hands, take ragdoll. Yeah, and you can box your arms here. Either box your arms or let your arms hang and sway left to right. Keep your breath flowing. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. And as you're swaying or hanging, I'm just walking by with the assist card. If you choose to have an assist, flip it to yes. If you don't, choose to oppose or through the practice, flip it to no. On your in-breath, roll up to stand. Like take your time to roll up. Take your gaze up and then stretch your arms up. Spread your fingers. Yeah, come into a full breath here. Your intention here for your practice. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll start our practice with 3 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Aum. Aum. Inhale, extended mountain, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, first one, take 2 breaths here. Take your upper arm bones, pull them back. Welcome, David. Take another breath in, press your hips back, reach the crown of your head forward. Fold, breathe out. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Forward fold, breathe out to the pit of your belly. Halfway lift, take it back, high push up to low push up. Pull your belly in and up, up dog, downward facing dog. Like the first sun A, just let it settle in. 2 more breaths. And notice what you notice. Be in the listening. Take a deep breath in, blow it out, look forward, step forward, feet to hands. Halfway lifts, fold, rise up, stretch your chest up, fold. Halfway lift, low push up. Squeeze your thighs, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Yeah, get connected to your breath. On empty, move feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain. Like plug your feet down to get tall. Fold. Halfway lift, low push up. Empty to the pit of your belly. Inhale, fully up, empty down. 2 breaths. Soften your gaze, soften your elbows. Empty out completely. Look ahead, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise up, root down to the 4 corners of your feet. Fold. Halfway lift, stretch your chest forward. Keep your chest forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Deep breath in, rise up, tippy toes. Bend your knees. Move, feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise up, spread your 10 fingers, lift your chest. Fold, hug in. Halfway lift, lengthen. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, rise up, tippy toes. Bend your knees, look ahead, float, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair, 2 breaths. Drishti to the top corner of the room. Take another breath in, sit back and down. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog, lift your chest up. Downward facing. Right side warrior 1. Messy's perfect. Root through your feet to lower your hips. Hands to the earth, low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side warrior 1. Yeah, get your hips low. Hands to the mat, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Listen to your body. Breath in. Breathe out. Look forward. Hop, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Lift your 10 toes. Fold. Chair, 1 breath. Sit back and down. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Set your drishti. Downward facing dog. Reset it. Right side warrior 1. Keep your drishti, look up. Hands down, low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side warrior one. Drishti to the ceiling. Hands to the mat, low push-up. Just moving through up dog, down dog. 2 breaths. Just waking up here and accepting what you have. Like be here. On empty, move feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair, sit lower, reach higher. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push-up. Yeah, full breath in. Long breath out. Right side, warrior one. Lower your hips another notch. Hands down, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Come back to your drishti and breath. Hands down, low push-up. Deep breath in, up. Long breath out, down. 2 full breaths. Even if you stay in child's pose, stay with your breath. On empty, move feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair, lift your 10 toes. Fold. Halfway lift, low push-up. Be here now. Up dog, drishti up. Down dog, drishti back. Right side, warrior one. Drishti to the ceiling. Hands to the mat. Reset your drishti. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. So out of your head. Breath in. Breath out. Let it go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Yeah, take your chest up, your gaze behind, up and back. Hands down, low push-up. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Left side, warrior one. Your fullest expression here. Hands to the mat, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. When you get out of your head, man, it's just freedom. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. Take your right leg up and back. Bend your right knee. Lift it higher to the sky and stay or flip your dog. Like be at play here. I like to think of being on the playground. Like, can you spread your fingers wider? Can you root your left hand down? Reach your right hand forward. Take one more breath in. Flip back over, high plank. Reset your drishti to right side plank. Take your gaze to the ceiling. And that might take you, in a new space, and that's great. Breathe. One more deep breath here. Hands to the mat, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take your left leg up and back. Spread your 10 toes. Bend your left knee, lift it up to the sky. Stay here or flip your dog. Yeah, so your hands and feet, your bandhas, your core, really powerful. Yeah, press through my hand, Jennifer. Stay for one more breath. Flip back over, high plank. Get super long first. Send your chest forward and then take left side plank. Yeah. Breathe. Take your upper right arm bone back. Pull your shoulders in. One more breath. Hands to the mat, low push-up. Upward facing, downward facing. Everyone breathe in together. Sigh it out. Again, breath in. Let it go. Right side crescent lunge. Work from your feet. Draw your inner ankles back, spiral your inner thighs back up to the ceiling. Yeah, you'll square your hips from that space. Great. Lower your hips down another notch and then reach up. Yeah. Hands to heart center. Tip forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist to your right. 5 breaths. It's our vitality here. So stay with your breath. Squeeze your left thigh. Open up your arms. Take a full breath in. Stay for your out. Rise up, crescent. Open warrior 2. Yeah, set your drishti to a place that spot, one minute spot. Yeah, and then soften your gaze. Allow yourself to be here. Extended side angle. Yeah, 5 breaths. Take your drishti to one spot, preferably up. Yeah, beautiful, Aaron. Yeah, if you have your right forearm on your right thigh lightly, root your your left foot, the outer edge, down. Yeah, one more deep breath in. Lift your chest. Hands to the mat, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, Maurice, and then go to left side, crescent lunge. Beautiful. Yeah. Be here. Be in your breath. Be in your drishti. Be with the uncomfortable. Like, I want to be in acceptance of it when I'm here, not resisting it. Yeah. Hook your thumbs above your head, and then as you lower your hips, lift your arms up, lift your chest up, get a long side body stretch. Hands to heart center, tip forward, twist to your left, twisting crescent. 5 breaths. And if you can, go to open up your arms. Like, do the next step. Take your drishti to the side. Squeeze and lift your right thigh. Good adjustment, Jennifer. One more deep breath in. Stay for your twist. Rise up, crescent. Open to warrior 2. Yeah, take a look-see at your feet. Can you swing your right heel back? Like, yeah, great, Marilee. Can you draw the front of your pelvis up to towards your belly? Extended side angle. 5 breaths. Yeah, take the next step. Half bind. Pull your right hip back as you take your left knee towards your left baby toe. Beautiful, Charles. Take one more deep breath in. Lift your chest up. Hands to the earth. Low push up. Let it go. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Fill up with breath and let it go. Move forward, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Each of you have a block. I'll get you one, Charles. Place the block between your feet. So you have opportunity to just hug the block with your feet on the middle section. There you go. So the block goes between your feet. Yeah, so that your inner big toe mound, the inner space between your ankle and your heel, hug in, sit down, sit back, like hug the block. You feel your inner ankles pull back here. You feel your inner thighs spiraling back. Hands to heart center. Fill up with breath. Plug your feet down. Twist to your right. Prayer twist. Yeah, open up if that's there for you. If that's your next step, take it. I like to take my right hand to my left hip. That gives me access to keeping my hips square. 2 more breaths. Come back to a full breath in. Long breath out. 1 more. You have this. Lift your chest up, Marilee. Yeah. Stay for the out. Rise up. Crescent, or excuse me, prayer, chair. Twist to the left. You're powerful. You have this. Yeah, take your drishti up, Maurice and David at home. Hips low. Lift your chest up. 2 more breaths. Yes, sigh it out if you need to. Last deep breath here. Stay for the exhale. Sit back, chair, fold. Take your feet hip width or greater, feet fingertips to toes, forward fold. And get super soft knees as you come down. I sometimes, if I'm stiff, take a deep bend. You can always take the block to your fingertips. So fingertips around your first 2 toes. And then inhale, take a halfway lift. Take your upper arm bones back, flatten your back, hinge. Yeah, let your head just hang heavy. Like empty something out that you don't need. Release your spine, palms to toes, gorilla. Take your feet even wider if that feels good in your body. Yeah, be at play. Not doing the same old. If shaking your head out feels good, take that on. Sometimes I shake my hips out. That feels like that's my next step. Yeah. Release your bind, crow pose. Set your drishti about 2 feet ahead of you. With your chin in, your eyes ahead. Yeah, your heels can be together and then just rise up on your tippy toes. Yeah, Charles is taking a headstand. Aaron's doing goddess squat. Do what the listening is right here in your body for 5, 4, 3. Play with it. 2, 1. Take it back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Everyone breathe in together. Blow it out and jump feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise up, extended mountain. Reach up like you're catching a ball. And then wrap for eagle. Right leg over, sit down, right arm under. Yeah, drishti, ujjayi, bandhas, tapas here. Stay with your vinyasa. Unwind on the inhale, reach high, left side. Drishti stays, just your arms and legs change. Flex your ankles. On your in-breath, reach up. Second set, right side. Wrap tight. Like you're a totem pole, like everything's just one here. You can use your exhale to come into center line. On your in-breath, expand, reach up. Send it to the left side. Left arm under, left leg over. Yeah, just vinyasa. A flow here. Inhale to reach up. Standing leg raise on the right. Now we have space of the wall. You always have opportunity to have your back to the wall. Yeah, I'm a little not warmed up, so I'm taking my right hand and my right inner knee, but fingertips to toes is there for you. Take it. Yeah, just get tall. On your out breath, pull into your center line. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Keep your drishti. Then reach your arms up. You're catching that your beach ball here. Pull into center and take it back for airplane. Plug your right heel straight back. And then lift your chest. So your hip and your chest are level here. Take a deep breath in. Hands to heart center, half moon. As you plug your right foot down, plug your left foot to the back wall and lift your left leg up. Sugar cane, you can bend your left knee, grab your left ankle, take that on. Stay for one more deep breath in. Hands to the mat, shake it out. Shake your hips, shake your head, let that go. Switch sides. Yeah, and then create your drishti maybe 2 inches higher so that you have access for a longer spine. So you plug your right foot down, your left foot's very powerful as well. Fingertips to toes or left hand inside your left knee, right hand on your right hip. Stay and breathe. Can you draw your inner ankles back here? And can you drop your left hip down slightly? Reach your hands up for the beach ball. Take a deep breath in and then send your drishti ahead for airplane. I'm going to speak to warrior 3. So you take the beach ball ahead of you. Your arms are ahead of you. You're holding the ball. Yeah, flat back. Press your right heel straight, left heel straight back. Can I assist you, Jennifer? Baby toe down. Baby toe down. Yeah. Soften through your standing knee. Then half moon, hands to heart center. Yeah, take your block or water bottle, or like Charles is just using his balance, his left hand to his right hand to his chest. Sugar cane, go for it. Keep the breath. Keep your drishti. Powerful feet and hands and core. One more breath. Both feet come down. Shake it out. Dancers, when you're ready, on the right. So standing bow is the option without the strap. Would anyone like a strap? A strap? No? Okay. So strap's the next step up in terms of just getting more challenge. It doesn't mean anything. It's just the next step in your practice. Just kick your right shin straight back. Breathe. So there's a quality of presence, a quality of allowing. One more breath. Both feet come down. Switch sides. You can always take a breath and just recheck in and then switch sides. Create the length first before you kick back. Drishti ahead. One more breath in. Both feet come down. Stay for a breath to reset. And then switch sides. Right side. Get long side body. And then softness. We call this stira sukha. Stira sukha. Two more breaths. Last full breath in, fullest expression. Both feet come down. Switch sides. The stira sukha is a softness and strength. It's in this pose. It's in every pose. And know, wherever you're at in the practice, you are perfect, whole, and complete. Take a deep breath in. Reach. Kick. Both feet come down. Stay for a breath to reset, hands to heart center or Tadasana. And then tree on your right. Right foot into your right inner thigh, your right inner shin. And from your feet, pull your inner ankles back. From your pelvis, lift up. Hands to heart center. I'll speak to interlace your hands in front of you and then draw your palms up. Like get length. Take your gaze up. What's possible? Come back to your intention here. Gently come down. Switch sides. Left side tree. The physicality of the pose keeps you present, and your drishti and your breath are your anchor here. So keep coming back. Begin again. Any version of tree, take it. 2 more breaths. If your arms are up, take your gaze up. Both feet come down. Step to the front of your mat, your mountain. Inhale, reach up, look up, smile, fold. Halfway lift, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side triangle. This is our grounding sequence. So from your feet, plug your 4 corners of your feet down. Like pull your hips back, deepen your right hip crease. And then most of your seasoned practitioners, I believe, so take the block 3 to 5 inches from your right shin. Yeah, and then plug your baby toe mound down, your big toe mound down. Lift your chest up. 2 more breaths. Be in discovery here. Take your gaze up. Last breath in. Root down to rise up. Side face, wide-legged forward fold. Feet parallel the short edges of your mat. Hands to the back of your hips. Lift up as you breathe in. Flat back as you fold over. I will speak to walking your fingertips away from you, but feel free, be at play here. You have 5 breaths. Yeah. Everyone, from your feet, turn your inner ankles back. Feel your inner thighs spiral to the back wall. 2 more breaths. Last deep breath in. Breathe it out. Walk your hands back. Root down to the center between your feet. And then root through your feet. Catch your hips. Come up to stand. Pivot your right foot to the front. Shorten and widen your stance. Yes, Sarah. Maybe even a little bit wider. Yeah, so that you have access to pull your right hip back. Find a bind, lift your chest, take a full breath in, pull your upper arm bones back as you bow, reverse namaste, forward fold. Now keep your upper arm bones, your deltoids pulled in to flatten your back. Take a deep full breath in, long breath out. Release your bind, twisting triangle, left hand towards your right foot, maybe in a new spot, and right arm lateral. Twist on the exhale. You have 5 breaths here. And if twisting half moon is there for you, if that's your next step, take it. Take the block under your left shoulder, lift your left leg back, but keep the breath, keep rotating your thoracic spine to the right. Right lung back, left lung forward. Last breath in. Hands to the mat, chaturanga, let it go. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side triangle. Lift your back heel and swing it back to lengthen. And I think, Jennifer, you can do that. Marilee can do that. Sarah can do that. I think each one of you can. Yeah, get at your edge, but soften your front knee as you get there. And then take your block 3 to 5 inches away from your left shin. Yeah, try that out. You can always do the same old, and you always will get the same results. 3 more breaths. Maurice and David at home, lift your chest up. Take your gaze up. 1 more full breath in. Root down as you exhale, come up to stand. Reverse namaste, side foot, wide-legged, standing wide-legged forward fold. Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Interlace your hands behind you. Yeah, lift your chest up as you pull your shoulders in, bow forward. Allow your softness in your knees to happen here, not having to work hard. Consider allow your spine to lengthen as you draw your chin in. Allow your outer shins to hug in as you pull your inner ankles back. Take 1 more full breath here. Empty out. Root down, rise up. Strong belly. You have this. Pivot your left foot to the front, shorten your stance, reverse namaste, forward fold. So keep your binder, find a new one, but lift your chest up, get length, and then bow forward. Pull your left hip back. Soften your knee to allow you to pull your left hip back. Yeah, Jennifer, pull your left hip back. Now you can take your right foot to the right side, then you have access to pull it back. 1 more deep breath in. Pull your deltoids up and back, flat back, and then release your bind, twisting triangle. So you have your flat back, just rotate your right lung forward, your left lung back. It starts from your feet. Pull the energy up through your core. Yeah, and then reach up through your fingertips. Yeah, twisting triangle, take it on. 2 more breaths. Last full breath in. Hands to the mat, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in as you rise up in your tiptoes. Roll out to high plank. Yeah, and then come to forearm plank. So you're on your forearms. You can take forearm straight or index finger and thumb touching to create a diamond. Yeah, and then just breathe here. Yeah, drop your knees if you need to. Listen to your body. But everyone, press your heels back wherever you're at. We'll stay for 10 breaths here. Yeah, pull the front of your pelvis up towards your chest. This is a great practice. You can draw your chest forward, Jennifer, and everyone. Yeah, draw your chin in, create a flat, long spine. 2 more breaths. You have this. Stay with your drishti, stay with your breath, and then lower all the way down to the earth. Yeah, locus pose, you're ready. Toes tucked on this first one. Get length first, like you're on a slip and slide, and then lift your chest. Yeah, once you have the length, take your toes, big toes touch if you're taking them up. Take a deep breath in, lower down, cheek to one side, shimmy your hips, and then go for the second locus. So you have choice, toes on the mat or not, but get length. Let your chest come forward before you lift up. Yeah, root your hip bones down. Take a deep breath in, lower down, cheek to the opposite side. Shimmy your hips, and then come into floor bow. You have choice to take one leg at a time, but if you're taking 2, shimmy your knees in as close as you can get them. Flex your ankles and just kick your shins straight back. Breathe. Yeah, keep your shins in as best you can. Last full breath in. Lower down. Yeah, we're in the igniting sequence and we are opening our front body. Allow that to happen. Second set, go for it. Knees as close as you can get them. Ankles flex. Spread your 10 toes. Beautiful. Aaron, tuck your chin. Everyone. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Lower. Upward facing dog. Like take your hands wide, like unusual here, what you don't normally do. Take your fingertips off the mat. Yeah, and then lift up. Yeah, put your attention on your breath. One more full breath in. Lift and squeeze your thighs. Low downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees. We'll take one camel. And we're moving through because this is just like a moving meditation. So if you get in your head, just drop it and come back to your drishti. Hands in your back pockets. Lift your chest up. Yeah, from here, if you have access, I like to tuck my toes. You can take your hands to your heels, but keep the lift straight up. And if that means hands in your back pockets to keep the lift, then stay there. Yeah, breath by breath. On your next breath in, lift up to come out. Good work, Maurice and David and everyone. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. Breathe out. Bend your knees and jump through, cross your feet. Come down to your bum. Bridge pose. For this first one, put the block between your feet, just like we did in chair. So hug the block and put your attention on your inner ankles. Your inner ankles pull back. Lift your hips up. Look up. Look up to one spot, one minute spot. Yeah, breathe. Take a full breath in. Blow it out and lower down. Now keep the block and try this out. Come into bridge. Bend your elbows so your fingertips are facing the ceiling and the tops of your upper arms are rooted down. Yeah, and then you have access to go to wheel. Spin your palms wide. Yeah, and then just lift up. One breath. Stay for the out. Tuck your chin and come down. And then clear it out. Now, if you're staying in bridge, stay up. Yeah, just stay up in bridge and go right back up if you're taking wheel. You can take bridge to wheel. You can be at play here. Tuck your chin and come on down. Clear it out. Clear this, make new space, something new, and go right back up. You have this. Breathe for your neighbor if you can't hear your neighbor. And those at home, breathe louder for yourself. Tuck your chin and come on down. Yeah, we're halfway there. And it's not a have to, it's an allowing. So maybe hands wider. Maybe spin your fingers in a different angle, like you're opening a pickle jar. Root down, lift up. Yeah, breathe. One more breath. Tuck your chin and come down. You're opening up in a healthy way, in an organic way. Go right back up. Number 5. You have this. Yeah, not a have to. Allow. Breath in. Tuck your chin. Come on down. Last one. Breathe for each other as a community. Go up. Wheel. Bridge. Do the thing. Shins forward. Maybe be at play. Lift a leg. Lift a hand. Then tuck your chin. Come on down. Awesome work, you guys. Awesome work. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet touch in. Yeah, and touch into your space inside. Happy baby or dead bug, or both. I encourage you to grab the backs of your knees first, to really get your sacrum down, to get your knees low, and then grab the sides of your feet. Release your bind, take your legs to the ceiling. My bad. Bend your knees, grab the block and place it between your feet, the long distance, the long ways, so that you can hug the block between your feet, long ways. Yeah, so Sarah, you can take it this way, if that works. Yeah. Long ways. Yeah. So we'll take 30-60. Take your fingertips under your bum if that feels better for your back. And take a full breath in. Flex your ankles, spread your toes. Lower 30%. Hold the block with your feet. Lower 60. Yeah, and lower to a place that your low back is on the mat. Lift your head, look at your toes, press your heels away from you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down, inhale your legs up, and exhale, lower 30. Press your heels away, spread your toes, lower 60. Take a deep breath in, lower to hover, look at your toes, pendulum swing left to right. 10, 9, this is our last one. 7, 6, spread your 10 toes. 4, 3, hug your low belly in. 2, 1, head down, legs up, knees into your chest, and rock back and forth 3 times as you take the block out. Beforehand, yeah. Yeah, and just exhale on the rock up. Yeah, it gives you momentum. Once you have that boat, like boat pose. Yeah, and look to pulling your deltoids, your muscles in your upper arms back. Up. Yeah, Tina, that's great. Yeah, Sarah and everyone. Aaron, Charles, Jennifer, Maurice, one more breath in. Lift your arms up, one breath in, and then rock back and forth, cross your ankles, step back, down dog to lizard lunge on your right side. So right foot comes outside your your right foot comes outside your right baby toe. You can drop your left knee down. If it feels better to have your left knee up, certainly take that on. Be still in the practice, still in the listening. Yeah, notice, draw your right knee towards your right shoulder for a breath or two here. And then spin your right foot to 2 o'clock on the lateral edge, the outer edge of your right foot. Place your right hand on your right thigh, not your knee, but your thigh. Look over your right shoulder. Yeah, pull your shoulder blades in on your back. Pull up from your pelvis, up through your chest. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Walk your right foot to your left wrist, half pigeon. And come up so that you can lengthen your spine. And that means tucking your left foot on the mat to lift up, to square your hips. Stay there for a breath or two to square your hips. Yeah, and then if you can stay up to lengthen, be purposeful as you lower down. We're still being intentional, but at play. Right foot is definitely flexed. The Y, it protects your knee. 2 more breaths. Take a full breath in. Sigh it out. Let something go. Downward facing dog. Left side lizard lunge. So left big toe is by your left pinky. Yeah, lean forward. Get length in your spine. Let your right psoas stretch out. That's the muscle that connects your thigh to your abdomen, even to your diaphragm. You know, you'd be surprised if your psoas is tight, you can't breathe well. It really affects your breathing. From here, spin your right foot to 10 o'clock to that lateral edge, outer edge of your left foot. Place your left hand on your left thigh. Look over your left shoulder. So that means lateral side is the outer edge of your foot. Yeah. You feel the difference? Pull your shoulder blades into your spine. You don't have to have a deep twist, but really get long in your spine. Then gently walk your left foot to your right wrist, half pigeon. Your right ankle is flexed to start. Lift your torso, get your hips squared. Yeah, and if you're not doing it, just consider why. You know, there's no right or wrong. There's just discovery here. When I first started yoga practice at home, my kids were little, and, you know, I just never was in a community, so I didn't know really. I mean, I thought I was doing the work, but when I came to a yoga studio about 12 years ago, that was the first time I actually did a practice with other people, and I discovered so much. Like I was in discovery, and it really forced me to not check the box all the time, to be at play. Take a deep breath here and a long sigh out. Downward facing dog, get a long dog. Press your chest toward your thighs. Take your hands away and make them wider. Get your feet wide. See what that's like. What does it feel like when your feet are super wide and you do a down dog? Yeah. And then jump through onto your bum for seated single leg extension on the right side. You have a block. You can sit on it or you can place it under your extended knee. So right leg straight ahead, left foot into your right inner thigh. Reach up, hinge on the exhale. Yeah, soften your gaze. Breath can be soft. Now, Erin's doing something cool. She's taking her right hand under her right knee to keep it soft. That's really listening to what your body needs. Take a full breath in and release it out. Switch sides and put attention on your sit bones. Are they both equally rooted down? If not, lift them up and scoot them back. Reach high, hinge. I always say the goal is not to touch your toes. The goal is to hinge and close the gap between your chest and thigh. If you have access to your toes, take your right hand to your left baby toe. Pull it towards you. Press your big toe mound away from you. Take a deep breath here and a long sigh. Seated forward fold. Now you have choice to take the block under your knees or grab the block and hold it. Hinge. If you're super flexy, you can place it behind your feet and hold the block. That's not the goal. That's just options for your listening in your body. Press your heels away from you. 2 more breaths. Take a halfway lift to flatten your back and hinge. Inhale to come up. Reverse tabletop. So your fingertips are reversed towards your feet. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Yeah, you can drop your head back, but everyone breathe in together, open your mouth, and lion's breath out. Lower all the way down. Fish pose. Fingertips under your bum or block between your shoulders. Wherever you're at is perfect, whole, and complete. Point your toes. Like point your toes enough that you feel your inner ankles pull back here. That you're almost lifting up out of your hips. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Breath in. Let it go. Maurice, you might want to take a towel or something to put under your head if your head is not connected, or lower the block. Yeah. Take a breath here. Empty out. And gently roll to your side to come off your block and come into an inversion of your choice. We call it the rejuvenation section of our practice. So waterfall is there. Put the block under your sacrum. Shoulder stand takes a semi-plow to get there. Headstands, go to the back of your mat. Handstands, you have space in the front. Yeah, shoulder stand. If you come into a semi-plow, you can walk your hands closer together. Yeah, Jennifer. Now lift up. Can I assist you here? Hug my fists with your shins. Hug them, hug them, hug them. Flex your ankles. Yeah, so it's a practice. Draw your shins forward so they're more over your hips. This way, towards me. Yeah, take a deep breath in. It's new and powerful. And then come into plow pose. Your feet over your head. If your toes touch the mat, you can release your hands. And if they don't, keep your hands in your hips and just breathe through the backside of your body. From Plow Deaf Yogi, bend your knees and hug your knees by your ears. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. If you're on waterfall, take your feet down, lift your hips, lower your feet all the way down, and everyone else gently roll out onto your back. Come into supine twist with eagle legs. So right leg over. Take your arms to a T or cactus, and then take your knees to the left. Gaze to the right. And drop your right hip towards the front of the mat. Fill up. Long exhale out. Gently unwind and draw your knees back into center. Take your left leg over your right. Arm stay to T and then twist to the right. Gaze to your left. Drop your left hip just energetically toward the front of the mat. Excuse me. Take a full breath here. Blow it out. Gently unwind. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a huge hug into center. Supta Baddha Konasana. Now we're in deep rest. Those in the studio have a cool towel. Maurice and David, get yourself comfortable and settled. And from Supta Baddha, come into Shavasana. Everyone, take a deep, full breath in. Breathe out, Shavasana. Allow yourself to just be. You did the work. Let your body receive it. Let your bones be very heavy. You're being held in great space. Begin to deepen your breath. Take your fingers and wiggle them. Wiggle your toes. Rock your head left to right. Sweep your arms above your head. Take a full body stretch here. Toes to fingertips. And then draw your knees into center and roll to your right side. Let your forehead drop towards your mat. Again, being in the space of receiving all that you gave here. And you created your space, your clear space for new happenings, for your highest intention. That's the beauty of this practice. It gives you the physicality to come into your highest self. Root your left hand into the earth, come into a seated position. Hands to heart center, and draw your upper arm bones back. A strong, powerful place right here. We'll close and seal our practice with your intention, which may be a totally new one in this space. And that's perfect, whole and complete here. 3 ohms. Breathe in. Exhale through your mouth. Draw your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. And together, as a community, we share and say, Namaste. It was really an honor to teach you this morning, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your weekend. Have a great time. You're welcome. Maurice and David, great practicing with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks.